Today, we're talking about something that's more common than you might think: anxiety. But don't worry, this isn't just about the heavy stuff. We're here to empower you with knowledge and practical tips to recognize the signs of anxiety in yourself and others. First off, what exactly is anxiety? In simple terms, anxiety is your brain's way of responding to stress. It's that feeling of worry, nervousness, or fear about what's to come. Everyone feels anxious at times, but for some teens, these feelings can be more intense and frequent, affecting daily life. But here's the deal. Anxiety isn't just a mental thing. It can show up physically, emotionally, and even socially. And the more you know about it, the better you'll be at handling it. Let's start with the physical signs. Anxiety can cause your body to react in ways that might surprise you. Here are some common physical symptoms to look out for. Increased heart rate. Ever felt like your heart is racing for no reason? That could be anxiety. Shortness of breath. It might feel like you can't catch your breath even if you're just sitting still. Sweaty palms. You know that nervous, clammy feeling you get before a big test? Anxiety can cause that all the time. Stomach issues. Nausea, butterflies, or even stomach cramps can be anxiety in disguise. Headaches or dizziness. If you're often getting headaches or feeling lightheaded, anxiety could be a factor. These symptoms can be scary, especially if you don't know what's causing them. But remember, they're just your body's way of reacting to stress, and there are ways to manage them. Next up are the emotional signs of anxiety. These can be a bit trickier to spot because they often involve how you feel inside rather than what you see on the outside. Here's what to watch out for. Constant worrying. If you find yourself worrying about things that most people wouldn't even think twice about, anxiety could be at play. Feeling restless or on edge. It's like you can't relax no matter what you do. Irritability, feeling easily annoyed or angry even by small things, is another sign. Overwhelming fear. This could be fear of specific situations like social events or a general sense of dread, difficulty concentrating. If your mind keeps wandering or you can't focus, anxiety might be the reason. These feelings can be overwhelming, but they're not permanent. With the right tools, you can learn to manage them. Anxiety doesn't just affect how you feel, it can also change how you act. Let's talk about some behavioral signs of anxiety. Avoidance. Avoiding situations that make you anxious is a common reaction. It might feel safer to skip class, stay home, or avoid people, but it can make anxiety worse in the long run. Social withdrawal. If you find yourself pulling away from friends or activities you used to enjoy, anxiety could be the cause. Procrastination. Anxiety can make it hard to start tasks, leading to a cycle of putting things off and feeling more stressed. Compulsive behaviors. This could be anything from biting your nails to repeatedly checking things. It's your brain's way of trying to manage anxiety, but it doesn't help in the long term. Substance use. Some teens might turn to alcohol, drugs, or other risky behaviors to cope with anxiety, but this only creates more problems. It's important to recognize these behaviors for what they are, signs that you might need some support, and that's okay. Let's talk about social anxiety. This type of anxiety can make social situations feel like a nightmare. Here are some signs to look out for. Fear of judgment. Worrying constantly about what others think of you, even when there's no reason to. Difficulty speaking in groups. Feeling anxious about talking in front of others or struggling to find the right words. Avoiding social situations. This could be skipping parties, not answering calls, or making excuses to avoid people. Overthinking social interactions. Replaying conversations in your head and stressing over what you said or didn't say. Physical symptoms in social settings. Feeling your heart race, sweating, or even shaking when you're around others. Social anxiety can be tough, but it doesn't have to control your life. Recognizing these signs is the first step toward managing them. Anxiety isn't just about feeling nervous. It can affect every part of your life. Let's talk about how anxiety can impact your daily routine. School performance. Anxiety can make it hard to concentrate, study, or even show up for class, which can hurt your grades. Sleep. Anxiety often leads to trouble sleeping, either because you can't fall asleep or you wake up in the middle of the night worrying. Relationships. Anxiety can strain friendships and family relationships, especially if you're feeling irritable or withdrawn. Physical health. Chronic anxiety can lead to headaches, digestive issues, and a weakened immune system. Self-esteem. constantly feeling anxious can make you doubt yourself, leading to low self-esteem and a negative self-image. Anxiety can make it feel like everything is harder, but it's important to remember that there are ways to cope and get back on track. So, when does anxiety go from being a normal part of life to something more serious? When anxiety starts to interfere with your daily life, it might be time to seek help. Here's what to look for. Persistent symptoms. If the physical, emotional, or behavioral signs of anxiety are present most days for several weeks or more. Avoiding important activities. Skipping school, avoiding friends, or not participating in things you used to enjoy because of anxiety. Intense fear or panic attacks. Sudden, overwhelming fear that comes out of nowhere and might include physical symptoms like a racing heart or feeling like you can't breathe. Feeling out of control. If you feel like anxiety is taking over your life and you can't manage it on your own. Substance use, turning to alcohol, drugs, or other unhealthy coping mechanisms to try to deal with anxiety. Talking about anxiety can be tough, but it's an important step in managing it. Here's how to start the conversation. Be honest, share how you've been feeling and how anxiety is affecting you. Use I statements. This can help you express your feelings without sounding like you're blaming anyone else. For example, I've been feeling really anxious lately. Ask for help. Whether it's just having someone to talk to or getting professional help, asking for support is a sign of strength, not weakness. Be patient. It might take time for the person you're talking to understand what you're going through, so give them space to process. Follow up. Keep the conversation going. Anxiety doesn't go away overnight, so it's important to check in with yourself and with others regularly. Remember, it's okay to ask for help and you don't have to go through this alone. Now that you know the signs of anxiety, let's talk about how to manage it. Here are some practical tips that can help. Practice deep breathing. Slow, deep breaths can help calm your nervous system and reduce anxiety. Stay active. Exercise is a natural stress reliever and can help reduce anxiety symptoms. Eat well. A balanced diet can have a big impact on your mood and energy levels. Get enough sleep. Aim for 8 to 10 hours of sleep each night to help your body and mind recover. Journal your thoughts. Writing down your worries can help you make sense of them and find solutions. Limit screen time. Too much social media can increase anxiety, so take breaks and disconnect when needed. Talk to someone. Whether it's a friend, family member, or counselor, talking about your feelings can help. Challenge negative thoughts. When you start to feel anxious, ask yourself if your worries are based on facts or fears. Try mindfulness or meditation. These practices can help you stay grounded and focused on the present moment. Take small steps. Don't try to tackle everything at once. Break things down into manageable steps and celebrate your progress. Managing anxiety takes time, but with these strategies you can start to take control and feel more at ease. Sometimes managing anxiety on your own isn't enough, and that's okay. If anxiety is affecting your daily life, it might be time to seek professional help. Here's how to know when it's time. Persistent anxiety. If your anxiety doesn't go away or gets worse over time. Panic attacks. If you're experiencing frequent panic attacks that interfere with your life. Difficulty functioning. If anxiety is making it hard to go to school, maintain relationships, or take care of yourself. Feeling hopeless. If you feel like nothing is going to help and you're losing hope. Thoughts of self-harm. If you're having thoughts of self-harm or suicide, it's crucial to get help immediately. Reaching out for professional help is a brave step. There are counselors, therapists, and doctors who specialize in helping teens with anxiety. And remember, if you're in crisis, there are hotlines and resources available to support you right away. Anxiety is tough, but it doesn't have to define you. By recognizing the signs and taking steps to manage it, you're already on the path to feeling better. And remember, you're not alone. There's a whole community here at Teens Room ready to support you. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos that help you live your best life. Stay strong, stay informed, and we'll see you next time.